America's gone to hell. I was hanging out with my brothers yesterday, and his mechanic's hanging out, and he's black. We just start talking about the TRAYVON and the Zimmerman case, and everything I said, he disagreed with. Absolutely everything. The only thing he would acknowledge being truthful was the names. Other than that, absolutely nothing matched. We were kind of like talking about the racism type angle, and I said, by what the tapes say and what I was listening to, just some night watch guy following the kid, and about halfway through the 911 tape, oh yeah, he's black. That was an aha moment in the tape, because just out of the blue he offered, he's black. So before that moment, there's no way it could be. Up to that point, Zimmerman has no clue what color he is. Maybe he's black, I don't know. So until you get to that point, he's thinking young, late teens, that age group that's doing all the damage in his mind. Like according to most of the information, the 8 break-ins, 9 thefts, and 1 shooting in the past year, according to another individual, he's a black male also, he says most of the crimes are perpetrated by blacks. According to all the reports also, Zimmerman starts off going to the store. He wasn't on his neighborhood watch, but he's going to the store on an errand. And he noticed TRAYVON, and it took him 1:13. I think I'll replay it. But it took him that long to figure out he's black. Now he's going to go racist, ape shit on him. But if you listen to his voice in the tape, not to be an idiot, but he sounds like a puss. If you listen to the whole tape, he's all his demeanor is like a big puss. Hard to explain. Not to be a jerk, but it sounds like to me, he's an overzealous do-gooder trying to do the right thing to prove to his father he ain't a piece of shit. I don't know. I'm just making it up. That's my opinion. From what I've been digging around, I think, don't quote me on this, his father is a judge. So if your father's a judge, how do you beat that? So maybe that's what he's trying to do. I don't know. I'm trying to get in his head on why he's trying to be the neighborhood watch and all this stuff. He's going to college to be a police officer. He's taking a 4-month course through the sheriff's department, and he's a neighborhood watch captain. Some people said he's self-appointed, but he's trying to do the right thing. But for what reasons, I don't know. I know, to hunt down black people. If I listen to his voice, he just sounds like a big puss, overdoing his job. Okay, half of that's my opinions. Anyway, get back to the story here. Nobody knows what his mindset was. Everybody's saying he's this or that or that or this. It's all just like me right now, making up shit. Then the girlfriend's saying that they were on the phone at the time, and that's when they confronted each other. According to Zimmerman, his version of it is he's walking back to his SUV and was confronted by TRAYVON, and his wordage of it is, "You got a problem?" And Zimmerman says, "No." And TRAYVON says, "Well, you do now," and punched him in the nose. He fell backwards, hit his head. TRAYVON jumped on top and started pounding his head into the sidewalk. That's Zimmerman's version. TRAYVON ain't here to tell us his version. All we have is John, the eyewitness that was downstairs at the time, saying he walked out, saw TRAYVON on top of Zimmerman beating him, and when he went upstairs, he heard a gunshot, looked out, the TRAYVON was already dead on the ground. But anyway, my brother's friend, actually it's my friend too, James. He's like 6'4", and we're arguing about the whole case, but he quit arguing actually. I thought he was going to beat me up, but no, he quit arguing probably because he doesn't have any facts. That's what this video is about. Nobody has the facts. I don't. I mean, you got the facts that people slap out there. Half the people running their pie hole don't know nothing. According to James, not picking on James, but according to him, he went after the kid because he's black and shot him in the back. I'm like, fuck! Where did he come up with that? And that's what started the discussion. It's like, nobody said in the back. That's what he did. So then I laid out all the facts that I could come up with, but you can't, his mind's made up. That was the facts. Zimmerman shot TRAYVON in the back because he was black. And not to be an idiot, I'm just messing with you. Me and James get along enough to where we can razz each other. I said, yeah, but he's like Spanish or something. And the other half is white. And he goes, well, he's still a cracker, but he's laughing about it. But still, I mean, I guess, the mindset to the black individual on this case is that their mind's made up. They're pissed off. Like, when I first heard about it, I was pissed off exactly like the black people are. That was my first gut reaction. That poor little kid beat up by that big, huge, fat white guy. But I started looking at him. Oh, maybe not all white. White enough. But anyway, that's what I was thinking. I'm shit you not. And I said, well, let me go start digging. Within the first hour, I'm thinking, something's wrong with this story. And I started finding pictures, and just by the way the media was presented, the way TRAYVON looked, they said he was 17. The picture looked like he was like 12. So, well, not 12, but it didn't look right. I know how to play the game. This is what I do. I present a case. That's why I got the suit and tie on. I'm trying to present an image. I'm going to be up here in a diaper. Hey, maybe that'll work. Like I say, people are going to get killed over this the way it's going. That's why when I try to explain this to you guys, I don't slap in a bunch of shit. Like I was listening to, like the first 3-4 videos that popped up, 200,000-300,000 views. Everybody's going, racism, and everybody's jumping up and down like, hold up. Everybody needs to calm down. Well, now you got Sharpton and Jackson, all them type people down there. Everybody's wearing hoodies. And like I say, every black friend I got, every one of them, especially James, but all of them think the exact same thing. That white guy shot the black kid and the white cops let him go. That type of scenario. Not exact that wordage, but a couple of crackers thrown in there once in a while. But I guess I can see their point, but none of them have any information. Or if they do have the information, they just discount it. Or they say that Zimmerman is just flat out lying. It's his story. The main thing I'm going on is this, and this is the whole story. Whatever happened up to right this second, whether Zimmerman's overzealous, even if he hates black people, I hate black people type moment. Boy, everybody, somebody's going to cut that out. This is what it's going to be. Yeah, that geezer clips. He hates black people. Look, I hate black people. I hate black people. At least I didn't use the N-word. Like I say, even if that was in Zimmerman's mindset, just saying, bear with me here. He's chasing around TRAYVON. TRAYVON is freaking out. He don't know who this dipshit cracker is following him. TRAYVON's walking around with Skittles and an iced tea, talking on his cell phone to his girlfriend. Here's where they had to let the fat dude go or charge him. Both could claim fear, self-defense. I'm swinging, ask questions later. That's just the way it is. But all the screaming and yelling, somebody was trying to get the fight to stop. Just by help means I give up. That's exactly what help is. Once somebody started yelling help, whoever was doing the beating was supposed to stop, because the one saying help is probably done. And whoever's doing the beating is supposed to quit then. You're not on top swinging at somebody hollering help. Help! I'm kicking his ass. They're crying because they're on the bottom. Nobody's on top crying. Nobody. Okay? That's according to the two other witnesses. Yeah, the crying quit when he shot him. Like, if the little guy's on top beating up the big guy, according to 160 pounds, 240 or something. And the funny thing I like is if you listen to the tapes of the screaming, you can't tell who it is. there's no way to tell. It sounds like a guy. You just can't tell by the hollering. The two female witnesses that say it was TRAYVON, they know it was TRAYVON was murdered. Because when the gunshot went off, the crying quit. You couldn't hear crying over top of the yelling, help, 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 help. That's all you can hear. Who the hell can hear crying through the yelling? And then pow. It's help, 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 pow. Done. Where was the crying at? That's what they're saying. The crying quit. Crying, whining. You couldn't hear the crying or whining through the help, help, help. That's all you hear on the phone. If they're standing right there, whoever's hollering, help, 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 they should be seeing them if they're that close. And they said it was too dark to see. But like I say, if you're on top beating, you're not saying help, help, help. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. There's no way that's just not the way a fight works. You're not on top beating the hell out of somebody hollering for help. It just does not work like that. Whoever's on the bottom is hollering for help because they're getting their butt kicked. So, and then as far as the screaming, I mean, you're on the bottom, you're getting your butt kicked, and you're hollering for help, and everybody walks away, and you got the gun in your thing, and you pull it up and shoot them. After you shoot them, are you still going to lay there hollering, help, 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 help? It's game over. I mean, you shot the kid. So you don't need to yell help no more. So the hollering and screaming stopping when the gunshot went off is consistent with reality. You only have gone, help, 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 pow, and help, help, help. No. It's help, 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 pow. Take that, bitch. Something like that. You won't keep hollering help after you shoot him. I don't know. Like I say, we're going to have to wait till Zimmerman starts talking and all the facts come out. The media's got to be careful. They're going to get people hurt in this. There's going to be blood on somebody's hands. That's why everything I say here, go look it up yourself. I'll try to put a link or two down here, but don't go kill nobody or beat nobody up. All this media hype is going to get somebody hurt. I'm trying to explain what's wrong with the whole scenario. The little kid picture and stuff, that's not who was at the scene that night with the fat dude. And even his mugshot doesn't match who he was. The only two people that know what happened that night is the two people there, and one of them's dead.